Hello.
Hi,
Hi, Mohammed. How are you?
I'm fine. And you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much. How is everything? How is the weather? Temperature?
Hmm?
How is the temperature in Jeddah this time?
أنا ماني
In Qunfuda, I think. No. I
قنفذ
still remember.
السيتي.
Tulin told me one day that she lives in Qunfuda, right?
أنس وإيمان فرا هم اللي من جد.
Okay. Yes. Exactly. Very good. Yes. Exactly. Correct. Okay. So, how is the weather in Qunfuda? Is it a little bit? Is it like just similar to Jeddah? Is it the same like Jeddah?
No, جدة big city. قنفذ small city.
Small city. And which one is hotter than the other? Is Qunfuda hotter than Jeddah?
كلها ساحلية ومطلة على البحر.
Oh my God. Yeah. And why are they so hot? مع ذلك في حرارة؟
لأن كلها على شنو البحر بسبب الرطوبة.
Yes. Oh, yes. There is temperature and at the same time humidity, the رطوبة, humidity, right? Okay. That's fine, guys. So how did you spend your day? How was your day? How did you spend your day? كيف أمضيت وقتك? What are some of the activities that you did today?
أنا يومي يبدأ بعد الساعة 10. اسألني عن أمس أقدر أجاوب.
Right, yes. Yeah, before what? Sleeping? Before 11?
اليوم
Yeah, right. في الفترة الصباحية, what do you do?
نايم لين الساعة 3 4
Oh,
عصر.
oh yeah, right, yeah. You sleep, right, and so on, right. Then what do you do later on, right? ثم ايش بعض الأنشطة تقوم بها اليوم يعني بعدها خاصة فصل الصيف هذا. What do you do in summer?
اليوم احنا متفقين أطلع مع أصحابي،
Mhm.
وإحنا احنا وكل يوم ونطلع عشان نحاول نشبع من بعض.
Yeah, right. You meet each
لأنه
other. Mhm.
ها.
You meet each other as friends. You meet each other a lot, right? يعني في لقاءات بينكم أصدقاء, right?
ايوه كل يوم عشان الجامعة بتاجي وكل واحد فينا في هو في مكان. أنا
Yeah.
بكون في أبها، واللي فيهم بيكون في جدة، واللي فيهم بيكون في الرياض.
Oh,
فنحاول ونطلع مرة كثير.
okay, nice, very good. But Riyadh the city is a little bit far from Jeddah, right? It's very far.
إيه،
بعيدة.
بينه وبين جدة 6 ساعات.
6 ساعات, yeah, right, yes. ممكن تقريبا 200 kilometers, 200 كيلومتر تقريبا أو كذا. أو
كم؟
300, right? 300 maybe, right, kilometers. تقريبا كم تبعد الرياض عن جدة؟ 300 كيلومتر مثلا؟
700 كيلومتر 7 ساعات. أنا عندي 100 متر بالساعة.
right, yes. 700 كيلومتر, right? That's too far, right? Yes. بعيدة جدا, right? Okay, and there is no train. ما فيش قطار. There is no train between Jeddah and
قطار ما في. القطار عندنا من جدة من وجدة لين مكة، ومن جدة لين المدينة
Jeddah
بس.
مكة المدينة. Yes, nice. Okay. That's fine, right? Yes. Okay. So there must be some kind of very fast means of transport. لابد من وسيلة نقل تكون سريعة عشان المسافة هذه.
كثير مرة.
بشكل يعني وقت سريع. Okay, so today we'll be discussing together. We are going to revise what we have seen. مراجعة خفيفة لما رأيناه, right, last time. And then we'll watch a video together. ثم نشاهد فيديو مختصر قليلا حول مرض من الأمراض. And we'll discuss it together. ثم نناقشه, right? يعني المرض, right, what is it, ما هو, you know, right, طبيعة هذا المرض, right, أسبابه, ثم طرق العلاج منها والوقاية, right?
أوكي.
Okay, so let's start with the video, guys. نبدأ بالفيديو نلاحظه ثم we'll discuss together. Okay. Yes, here we go. Can you see the screen? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So the whole family of coronaviruses are named coronavirus because corona means crown. And so this refers to the way that the virus looks under the microscope, like there's a crown on the top of the virus. Some of them, 4 or 5 different kinds, cause common diseases among humans. Everything from the common cold to mild or moderate respiratory illnesses. Other kinds of coronaviruses affect animals. And sometimes, on rare occasions, we see coronaviruses jump from animal species into the human population. The 2019 novel coronavirus is getting a lot of attention now because it is a new kind of coronavirus we haven't seen among humans before. The theory is that it may have jumped from an animal species into the human population and then begun spreading. We have seen some people that have died of this disease, and we know that there are already thousands of cases. So people are concerned because we don't yet know exactly how severe the disease will be or how far it will spread. When a new virus emerges, we often have to learn much more about it. And one of the things that we question is, how does it transmit from person to person? We know that most respiratory viruses are spread by large droplets that come out when people cough and sneeze and stay aloft usually for about 6 feet in front of them. They land on surfaces and then can also be transmitted between person to person by touching those surfaces, such as doorknobs or other surfaces. Other viruses can spread in the air and stay aloft for a longer period of time in small droplet nuclei. For this current 2019 coronavirus, we're not yet sure whether it is droplet or airborne transmission. So we're erring on the side of caution and taking protection as if it was spread by the airborne route. We're still learning a lot about this 2019 novel coronavirus to understand how dangerous it might be. Right now, the majority of the cases are in China. We know that some travelers have brought the virus to other countries, including the United States. I think one of the main things to keep in mind is that this is respiratory virus season, and we have other respiratory viruses like influenza that we need to take precautions because we know we have thousands of cases and thousands of deaths in this country every year from influenza. Given the ongoing transmission of the virus in China, we have a travel alert that was issued by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. So at this time, until we know more, avoid non-essential travel to China. Johns Hopkins Health System and health systems across the nation are busy right now preparing to safely identify, isolate, evaluate, and care for patients with the 2019 novel coronavirus. We have the capability of doing this safely by utilizing personal protective equipment, by implementing travel screening so that we can quickly identify patients who have risk factors for the disease, and then implementing isolation precautions, the use of personal protective equipment, and other measures to make sure that we limit the spread of the virus. At the Johns Hopkins Hospital and throughout our health system, we routinely care for patients infected with diseases that are spread by the airborne route. So we have expertise to do this safely. When a new virus comes along that has unknown risks, we have extra measures that we can put in place, including our biocontainment unit that can advise us and put plans in place to safely care for these patients.
Okay, that's fine. All right. So, what is it? What is the video about? So, what would talk about, Muhammad? What is it about? مش موضوع the video.
عن الفيروس. إنه ممكن يصيب الحيوانات كمان.
Yeah, yes, right. Okay, what virus is the woman talking about? إيش الفيروس اللي المرأة تتكلم عنه, right? Okay.
كورونا.
Yeah, it was talking about coronavirus. Good, right? Corona, right? Coronavirus, right? Corona, COVID-19, right? Yes, COVID-19. Good. Okay, so why is it called corona? لماذا سميت كورونا؟ أشارت إلى هذا, right? لماذا سموها كورونا العلماء? Scientists called it corona.
والله ما أعرف.
Because it looks as if there is a crown on it, right? Under the telescope, the microscope, right? لأن أثناء المعاينة المجهرية, right? يعني يرون ما يشبه the crown. The crown هو تاج, right? The crown تاج, right? See here, تكتبوا هكذا crown تاج. يعني رأوا ما يشبه التاج هكذا, right? Okay, التاج على الفيروس, right? بالتالي سموها هكذا كورونا, right? Yes, virus. Okay, so this coronavirus, which is COVID-19, right? الحصة الماضية أشرنا إلى what does it stand for, COVID, right? علامة هذول COVID هنا, right? We got co عبارة عن كلمة معينة, اختصار الكلمة.
كورونا.
By, and then we got D. Very good. Yeah, we have here, this one means corona. And we have the I.
virus.
Virus, very good. Yes, this means virus. And D. معنى المرض. اسم من أسماء. Disease. Excellent. Very good. Yes, disease. Okay, so corona or COVID-19 means coronavirus disease. 19 إشارة إلى سنة 2019 لما ظهر هذا الشكل الجديد من كورونا, right? Okay, so what is so special about this? How does it transmit, right? This virus, how does it transmit? نجي المرحلة الثانية الآن, right? How does it transmit? كيف ينتقل, right? From, right? How does it transmit? Yes. إيش نوع؟ Yes.
بالشم. بالشم. احنا قالوا لنا بالشم برضه.
شم, right? By breathing, right? Yeah.
إرشاق.
Actually, because it's a respiratory disease, right? يعني مرض تنفسي, right? It's a respiratory season disease. يعني مرتبط أيضا بالسيزن موسمي, right? Okay, مرض تنفسي موسمي, right? It's a respiratory it's a respiratory disease. Respiratory disease, مرض respiratory disease, مرض تنفسي. It has to do with respiration. عنده علاقة بالتنفس, respiration, right? Okay, so when we breathe in, right? Breathe in. لما نتنفس, تنفس يتنفس, we say breathe in, right? We may, right, be infected by the virus. ممكن, يعني, right, نشمه, right? We breathe in, the virus, and then goes right away to the lungs, right? ثم يذهب مباشرة, right, الرئتين, right? الرئة, you see here, الرئة, we see the lung, رئة. Okay.
دقيقة.
رئة, تمام, yes. الرئة, the lung. Okay, so that's it, right?
Okay.
Of course, the person, once the virus, arrived here, right, to the, lungs and so on, the patient starts to suffer from respiratory troubles, right? يبدأ الإنسان يشعر بمشاكل في التنفس and so on, right? Okay, he can't breathe very well, right? Okay, so this is one way. هذه طريقة من الطرق, right? Through respiration, we, right, spreading the virus itself. Or because the virus, it's, it exists, it can also exist in the air. ممكن أيضا يكون موجود في الهواء, right? أيضا in the air for a long time. لمدة بعض الفيروسات for a long time, right? What other ways that that the virus may be using, right, to transmit, right? ايش الطرق اخرى ينتقل عنها من خلال المرض, right?
اللمس.
Yes, very good. لمس ماذا مثلا, right? Yes,
touch.
Yes, very good. When we touch infected surfaces, right?
الأسطح.
الأسطح كذا, that contain the virus, right? اللي فيها virus that are infected. Or maybe someone, if we touch, maybe handshaking, مصافحة, right? Handshaking أيضا, right? With someone who is infected. مع شخص يعني يحمل, right? Who bears the virus in his hand or whatever, right? الذي يحمل, right, virus في يده, right? So handshaking, touch, اللمس بمختلف الأشكال, ومن بين الأشكال is handshaking. Handshaking, مصافحة, handshaking. Okay, handshaking, we handshake, right? So with someone, you say, hey, how are you? Fine. How is the family? Is everything is okay? And then maybe you go and touch your you touch your nose, so that may affect you, right? ممكن يأذيك ينقل لك المرض, right? Okay, these are the different ways. Okay, so when people, through sneezing, right? Also, that's one of the ways that may cause a problem. إحدى الطرق اللي ممكن تسبب مشكلة هو sneezing, يعني العطس هكذا بطرق يعني بدائية, right? واحد يعطس, right? كله المرض, right? على sneezing, right? Sneezing. العطس, right? Sneezing, right? Sneezing, right? العطس, right? Yes. Okay. When you sneeze, droplets, some very small droplets, go out and spread, right? Okay. بعض الرذاذ أو قطرات صغيرة جدا قد لا ترى, right? تنتشر من كل جانب, right? Sneezing, good. Okay, so that's it, right? Now, what are some of the, of course, this disease can be transmitted from space to human, from a man to man, right? من إنسان لإنسان, or from every animal, right? From an animal to a human being, right? Okay, ممكن أيضا ينتقل من حيوان أيضا إلى الإنسان, وهذا الذي يجعل هذه النسخة, this version of corona, a little bit special, تجعلها نسخة مختلفة عن بقية أشكال وصيغ of corona, right? of the previous corona, لأن كورونا يعني معروفة أيضا من قبل, ولكن هذا النوع جديد, right? انتقاله من حيوان إلى إنسان, right? Okay, now what are some of the solutions that have been suggested in order to prevent, right? Coronavirus disease, right? إيش بعض الوسائل الوقاية, prevention, وقاية نسميها prevention. ما هي بعض الوسائل الوقائية؟ لا نقول علاج نسميه treatments, وتدخل علاج يكون تدخل مباشر وعلاج في المكان, right? Okay, إما بدواء أو جراحة, we see treatment. ولكن prevention يعني مسائل, right? إجراءات وقائية, measures, okay? Preventive تسمى preventive measures. Preventive measures, إجراءات وقائية. Preventive measures. Here we go. إجراءات وقائية, right? Okay, so what do you think? What are some of the preventive measures?
Mask.
Putting the mask. Very good, right? Yes, using a mask, right? Using the mask, right? Yes, we can use the mask. Right, the mask to cover the nose and the mouth very well, right? And
gloves.
Gloves, we may use gloves too, right? Very good. Gloves, right? Using gloves.
المعقم بالإنجليزي إيش اسمه؟
What is it?
معقم.
معقم, right? That what we call cleaners. Oh my God, right? Yes, these are cleaners, منظفات, ولكن هذا معقم بالضبط, right? Excuse me, right? Yeah, we may like alcohol, right? Or any kind of, right? Any kind of cleaner that can help is going to be great, fine, right? Okay. So this is called disinfectant, sanitizers. Yes, كلمة مشت لي هذه. Hand sanitizers. We use sanitizers to clean, right, our body from, right, viruses, right. We have here mask, using the mask, using the sanitizers, hand sanitizer, right? Hand sanitizer. Using a hand sanitizer, معقم اليدين, hand sanitizer.
معقم يدين احنا نستخدمه في كل جسمنا ايام الفيروس.
معقم يدين خاص باليدين. ربما إذا استعمل
والله احنا كنا نحطه في كل مكان.
يسبب حساسية، right، في مواضع أخرى. صابون اليدين تمشي تغسل بها الصحة ديال كامل. Oh my god. You may get, right, allergic. ممكن تكون حساسية في الجسم, right. This is called hand sanitizer. معقم, right. اليدين, like the alcohol, right. Alcohol, right. Alcohol, right, is one way, right. Okay, that's fine, right. We got the gloves, mask, using hand sanitizers, and you know, remember that the virus spread. تذكر بأن the virus spread ينتشر, right, through physical contacts, عن طريق التماس right, البدني, right? Physical contacts. إذا ما المطلوب ماذا, right? مطلوب إيش؟ خلي مسافة أمان. All right, it's so social, ما يسمى بالsocial distancing. Social distancing, تباعد اجتماعي, هكذا سموه في الإعلام, social distancing, right. يعني تباعد اجتماعي أو isolation, وأحيانا ممكن يصل إلى ما نسميه بالisolation, يعني العزل, انعزال أو عزل. Yes, isolation, انعزال. Social distancing, تباعد اجتماعي. Isolation, انعزال أو عزل, right. ومن بين مظاهر ديال isolation, من بين أشكالها, is the lockdown, والحجر الصحي, right. الحجر الصحي, here we say the lockdown, right. Lockdown, right. Lockdown, حجر صحي. هذه مفردات مهمة جدا فيما يتعلق. lockdown. lock بوحدها تعني أغلق يغلق, قفل يقفل. down, right.
lock مو يعني انظر؟
لا lock هنا lock فيها أو واحدة.
حطيتها أو.
look بالنظرة تكون في اثنين, right. lock down يعني كلمة واحدة, right, مؤلفة من كلمتين بمعنى الحجر الصحي, right. How was your experience during the lockdown? Was there a lockdown in Saudi Arabia? كان هنالك حجر في المملكة حينها؟
في كل عندنا كان فيه.
نعم كان. الأولاد كل شيء قفل عليهم.
سببت لنا أزمة. حسبي الله.
أزمة كبيرة. كان هناك طلبات كثيرة من الناس في المملكة حينها بالدروس. نريد دروس يا أستاذ. ما فيش مدرسة. There is no school. خليك تما ولا منك المنصة. إذا كان في منصة, guys. Okay, that's it, right? Yes. So these are some of preventive measures. هذه بعض وسائل الوقائية. Lockdown, right? حجر صحي, gloves, the mask, handshake, hand sanitizers, right? To wash your hand very well. And then social distancing, تباعد اجتماعي, isolation, انعزال أو عزلة, right? Yes. Okay, so now let me ask you, maybe the video, the camera is not working, right? الكاميرا توقفت. لا لسه أدري إذا كان مشكلة عندك في الكونكشن.